Hello, you guys, and welcome back to Brit Reviews It All. So today I'm going to be talking about the latest episode of Sistas. I'm like, where's my phone? I do not remember what episode we're on, so I'm just gonna go with it. Y'all, I'm really trying to stick in there with it, but it's just like I don't know. I don't know. It's like again, like I said before, where are we going with this? You know, where are we going with this? I don't want to stop doing my reviews on it because I'm trying to stick with it. I like this because there's specific storylines that I enjoy, but it's all becoming a bit much. Um Again with the dragging it out, I know for show purposes they don't want to he's not going to just give us everything like bam bam bam, but there are some storylines that you do not have to drag out in the way that you do. Um, so let's see. I'll start with Sabrina. I felt I was so mad at that lady when she came in to talk to Sabrina about the job position that her and her other coworker were being considered for. To me, it sounded like their minds were already made up that they were going to give it to the other lady. And I'm so happy that Sabrina actually stood up for herself. Maybe she shouldn't have used the curse word in that conversation, but she stood up for herself. We don't know what's going to happen from there. Hopefully, they will reconsider. And I'm just like, y'all did what I think most companies would have done until this situation is sorted out with you on the legal side of things pertaining to what happened in our establishment. We do need to, sit you to the side for a second, sit you on ice until that's sorted out. Now, once everything was in the clear, they wanted to bring her back. They offered her job back. Okay, great. And so it just sucks because Sabrina was just, it just kind of fell onto her like that because she was close to Maurice. So that is her only connection to that is just really ugly. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna see what happens with that. I want to jump over into the guy whose name I still don't remember, the guy that Sabrina is dating currently. He made a comment when the guys were having a guys' night about, and he actually said it this time that basically in a short and just to keep it short and cute, he don't want kids. I thought that he was basically saying, "Look, I'm still getting to know you. Having children is very serious, which it is. It's a serious thing. I want to take my time and we will work up towards that." But he basically made it like, I don't want no kids. And I was just like, oh, okay. Well, Sabrina, in that case, honey, go ahead and freeze your eggs. If you know that motherhood is on that's something that you do not want to take off the table, do that. Second thing, I think you may need to have that conversation with him and let him know, like, dude, if you know for a fact that you do not want children at all, yeah, we might as well go ahead and stop this right now because she knows she wants kids. So don't waste her time if you know that that's something that you do not want at all. Like not right now type of thing, since they're still early on getting to know each other, and then down the line let's bring that in. But sounds like that's just a know it all. Now for let's see, Danny, she took a step and she met with Tony's kids. I thought that that was great. That brattiness that they were both spitting out, I was like, oh, heck no. Because the one thing you don't want to do is start letting them think that they can run over you in order to make sure that their dad believes that they actually like you when in reality they're just playing you. No, ma'am. Stand your ground in the beginning. Be upfront and honest with the kids and with Tony, and you gotta keep your boundaries there. So we're gonna see what happens with Danny in that situation. Um, Moving over into Zach and Fatima, I was just like, okay, Zach, you were all excited about Karen being pregnant with twins, and you stepped in for Michael. That is beautiful, awesome. Kudos to you. Great that you are excited about parenthood, and that you want to be involved. Yes. Okay. Now, now the financial side of things is starting to kick in, and he's like, oh, I better get to moving to work. Sir, I've been saying that. I haven't seen Zach do anything work related. I haven't seen him talking about nothing about the stocks and trading or nothing of that sort. Then come to find out, and I didn't even remember this, that he did do something where he invested with Gary. Even though Fatima told you that you probably shouldn't do that, you did it anyway. Okay, so that's one thing. And so now you're being pulled back into dealing with Gary, which we know that your money is going to be wrapped up and you won't be able to get your money. You want to know why? Because Gary spent it, okay? Because he's fraudulent. He's a fraud. He's a fake. He's everything. Everything terrible, whatever terrible word you can think of, that's Gary. Okay. Now, coming back over to Zach. Now, you wanted to make a comment when Fatima was like, yeah, I'm about to go do this, go do that, and then I have this after work. And he's like, wait. I wanted to go play basketball with the guys or go whatever he said he wanted to go do. Sir, what you were normally doing prior to being more involved with your child, that is no longer a thing. Fatima told you prior to you guys saying that you wanted to take custody of Michael. She got accepted into law school. She also works. She has her things as well. And so guess what? You're going to have to fill in for the most part, right? Um, so you want to go play basketball, go do whatever with the fellas, take him with you, or you don't go. If Fatima has something else she has to do. Don't think that you're going to still be able to jump up and move around the way you want to because Fatima is there. That's a no-go. Gary, Zach running up, going to Gary's office because Gary hung up in his face. Understood that. Sir, don't hang up in my face. You have my money tied up. We need to talk. So you need to make time to speak to me. So he pulls up on him. Gary's basically being Gary. And Zach is fighting it. I didn't expect Zach to do what he did, which was sock him in the face. I wish he would have hit him a little harder to where he would have actually fell to the ground. I wish. And then Gary pulls his gun out the dresser. I'm like, okay, Gary, what kind of business you running, sir, to where you need to keep a gun in your desk? That's strange, right? Zach was just like, okay. Zach wasn't scared. Zach picked it up and took the bullets out of it and then said, you need to, it's one in the chamber, sir. Still one in the chamber. Penelope comes. This girl, I don't know what to say about her. I mean, at this point, it's like, come on. I'm not even going to speak on anything else. This is going to be the last thing that I mention about this episode because it really irked my nerve. Penelope comes up to the office. Gary's agitated that she's there. I fully do not understand why you keep forcing yourself to come around this man and that that there's some things going on that's not right with him. Andy at this point has already spoken to you. She's shown you more things. and she told you to get your things and get away from him. Um, I don't know what she's sticking around for. What are you trying to get out of this? What are you seeking? What's not clicking in your head, Penelope? Your safety. He is unstable. Something is wrong with this man. He's a fraud. He has some other something going on. I mean, what more do you need? You come to his office. He doesn't want you there. You tell him you're not leaving. You show him a picture of some girl from his past, and you can see that his head is like, he's about to break. Um, and I think you were under the impression that because you were pregnant with his child, that he would not possibly harm you. Um, this episode, we saw that that wasn't the case. Um, it's crazy because there's two things. One, okay, for the show purpose, we know, okay, he just threw her to the ground. She landed in a terrible way and possibly injured herself and her child, right? Because of the way he threw her to the ground. Okay, the other thing is, okay, Tyler, in real life, I don't think that when the impact would have been hitting the ground like that, that there would have been a splatter of blood everywhere like that. That was very unbelievable. But for TV purposes, we are going to roll with it. So at this point, there is blood everywhere instantly. I am to believe that obviously something is going to be wrong with the baby. She's possibly going to lose the child. And that's where my mind was with that until we saw the clips of what was going to happen in the next episode. And the way that he was talking, and the way he was talking to these people that he called, he said, clean it up. And he said something, I don't even remember. I wish I did the exact words. Um, Basically said clean up, almost insinuating that he did something to Penelope, and it's basically called for them, whoever that those men were, to come in his office and clean everything up and get rid of it, of her and everything else that came with that. Just get rid of it, almost like she was never there. Um, I would be interested to figure out how could he explain that, because there has to be cameras in the building to see that she came in, and the cameras will not show her leaving out. Okay, so we're gonna have to see where that goes. So now we're on into a whole nother thing of this Gary saga. Um, I just don't know where to go from here when it comes to Sistas. I just don't. But that is what my thoughts are on this episode. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Um, Trying to stick with it, okay? We're going to hang in there. But yeah, so thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back with more soon. All right? So bye, y'all, and have a beautiful, wonderful day.